What's up, Divine Ones? It's your girl, Divine Justice. I'm back for another energy update, a special one for you guys this time. I am here for an autumn preview energy update. Autumn preview energy update, okay? Autumn, September, October, November. And the general theme of this message is going to be realizations. Yes, we are having some beautiful realizations. Okay, I don't want this to be too long because I am going to pull tarot for you guys to see our autumn preview. September, October, November. Shout out to all my birthdays that have just passed. Happy belated to my Virgos. Happy upcoming birthday to my fellow Virgos and Libras. And happy upcoming birthday to my Scorpios. So we are here, we are vibing. I would definitely say we are a very close-knit bunch. Of course, every relationship has its ups and downs or whatever, but I definitely would say that my September, October, and November babies, we definitely are close. I always find my friends around that have the month, this birthday month, etc. So, I mean, even just meeting random people outside. I'm always meeting Scorpios and Libras and my Virgos and my Leos. Shout out to my August babies. So, we're a very close group. 1 second, my baby's calling me. Yeah, we gotta get into it. It's tea. It's tea. But hold on, I'll be back. We gotta be back real quick. I had to hit the blunt for this, y'all. For real. Too much. Okay. Okay. Autumn preview energy update. Realizations. The download channel message is you were cloaked. Well, just one of them, because actually this first one is a little bit unrelated to the other one. So let's just get this first one out the way. You were cloaked, Divine Ones. You were cloaked. That's the word. Cloak. Look up these words, y'all. Go look up what a cloak is. Go look up what it look like, okay? With the hood is real, you know, witchy looking or whatever, okay? It's, you know, okay, it's giving me what's the white man name? You be able to say the wizards and stuff that they put them on in the movies and stuff, but Doctor Strange. It's giving Doctor Strange, okay? It's giving Harry Potter, okay? Not to use witch as a derogatory word, definitely not, because a lot of us have embraced that term, just like other negative terms have been embraced and transmuted to mean other beautiful things, of course, but their origins were negative, so make sure we respect and honor that. So if you do not want to be called that, I understand. Anyway, you were clothed. It was a test for everyone involved, okay? You and them, okay? So the test for you was to see how you would handle the rejection, okay? And learn that important lesson that you've been needing to learn. Like, get in your soul the importance of self-acceptance, okay? Because that's the opposite of rejection, okay? So a motherfucker can't reject you if you accept yourself. Come on, hallelujah, Lord. Call it out. Call it out, Lord. Be calling shit out. I swear to God, the realizations be real realizations. Y'all, I ain't gonna get through this short. I'm gonna try because it's just so deep. But anyway, so to see how you will handle the rejection and learn the lesson of self-acceptance, okay, and self-love, okay, because you really gotta really love on yourself, nurture yourself, give yourself that grace, give yourself that pep talks, okay? People don't know how that shit look in the moment, but it just looked like your grandma. Like, that's the best way I can say it. Like how your you know, a gentle grandmother, you know, how your, you know, a typical picture of a grandma, not, you know, not those sexy toxic grandmas, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, that's not funny, Lord. Yes, the prototype picture of a grandma and what your grandma would say to you in their moments and stuff like that. Now, everybody got different grandmas, so some grandmas gonna be like, boy, yo, knucklehead, as I told you. But you get what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of what it looked like in the moment. Like, very grace. Like, you gotta give yourself grace. Like, when you want to curse yourself out, okay? You like, oh, damn. and you're experiencing the consequences. It's just like, it's just a very beautiful thing. I don't know how they say it. It's like what you would do for a child, you really have to do for yourself in those moments. Like, dang, I can't whoop you. You know, I can't whoop you. I can't cuss you out. So what am I gonna do? Right? That's how it is. It's very beautiful. It's very angelic. I like to say I'm learning, like, dang, like, this is another type of love. And then obviously you treat other people better. But yes, so you learn the important lesson of self-acceptance and self-love, what it looks like in the moment, in the process of really loving yourself and unlearning them bad habits that we learned, right? Well, we thought we was loving ourselves. That we was like, no, no, that was not self-love, okay? That was not self-love, okay? We had to get realization, like, dang, I thought talking to myself like that was self-love. It wasn't. I thought blah, 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 blah was self-love. It wasn't. So we're unlearning, okay? Ignorance, okay? Must be eradicated out here, okay? God is like, no, okay? That's not it, but it's okay that you thought that. Moving forward. And the test for them was the integrity of their character to see how they actually would act around God's sent. Okay, so it gave me a couple of different words to describe the energy, right? So it's like testing your integrity and your character around God sent. Why did God say God sent? Something that was God sent, right? A God sent energy, a God sent person, a God sent creation, right? An angel, a human being, whatever, an earth angel, an angel in a human form. So it gave me all those words but it gave me divine sent for a reason, because a lot of these people pray for something to be sent, and it was sent, and it was God sent. And we know what happened. They shitted on it. Okay, we know what happened. They shitted on it, but it's okay. It was a lesson, and God already kind of knew what was going to happen. Okay, right? Whatever. And so God has those other lessons, those post lessons lined up, right? Like, I already know what's going to be your next lesson, because I kind of know how you're going to perform or whatever with this lesson. So everything was fated and planned, you know, and kind of played out how it was supposed to, from what I am hearing and feeling and getting and being affirmed, right? So here we go. It says, so it was to test their character, right? The integrity of their character, right? For something that was God sent, something that they asked for. How would they respond to something that they actually asked for and it was sent to them by God? To test their character around a divine being. So I got that word and title as well. To test how they would act around an earth angel. And also the other part of that test for them was to test how those people would submit to their intuition and the higher realms. Okay, because a lot of those people that you were cloaked in front of, right? They were getting messages, they were getting thoughts, they were getting different things to let them know, hey, you need to kind of behave like this. You need to be on your P's and Q's. You need to, it's okay to tighten up. Oh, it's okay not to do this so much. Oh, it's okay, like, you know, this person here is, but we know different things kicked in, ego, pride, or whatever the case, and these people ignored their intuition. And a lot of these people were gifted and did have a lot of gifts, right? And a lot of intuitive messages coming to them from their ancestors and from the Most High, or whatever, right? Letting them know, you know, how to move. Don't do this. Don't do it. Don't do it. And we told you multiple times, do not do that, right? And they did it anyway. So different examples like that. And for those on the other side of this, you're going to know what it is. And then no one's perfect. We all have failed lessons as well. So I don't want you to feel so bad or whatever. I'm speaking to the people who have multiple times felt this lesson multiple times. Not people that's just like, whatever, you know where you at, okay? And there is no judgment coming from me, okay? Because I don't judge, right? Even though I am a spiritual judge. That's crazy, right? But that's because you have to really be neutral to be a judge. People don't know that. I mean, yeah, they don't assume that. They assume that you being critical, but you really need to be a neutral person, a really objective and loving and compassionate person, right? You got people lives or whatever in your hands. But anyway, I digress. So it was a test for them to see, hey, would they really listen to, their ancestors? Would they, would they just obey spiritual law? Don't break spiritual law. Like, let's just clean it up. Like, and the higher realms, right? Because a lot of that stuff, the intuition, their higher self, a lot of things was at play here. They had their higher self, they had ancestors, they had angels, they had the Most High Source itself trying to come through and break through these, demonic strongholds or whatever. That's what I'm getting. And so it was a test ultimately of their faith. Because at the end of the day, like, because being around people like this, kind of how they end up operating. Like, they're very pessimistic, right? They're very pessimistic. They're very negative, right? And at the end of the day, it's like it's an internal struggle, even though we don't hear and obviously we around them kicking it and doing what we doing and hanging out, being a friend, being a family member, but we're not seeing, obviously, that struggle. We're not seeing the downloads that they get, and we're not seeing it. But the point is, Spirit saying, hey, it was happening while it was happening. You know what I'm saying? You were seeing the signs. You're like, why is this person so negative? Why is this person so pessimistic? Well, that is also a test, and that is a manifestation. You're seeing a manifestation of that person not trusting their intuition, not believing in God as much as they are believing in money, material things, physical things. You get what I'm saying? Sex and different things. Like, you're putting your belief into that and what you can and what you think you can control.